What is up, gamers? Today we're going to be taking on the Grandmaster Nightfall, the Corrupted, to get the Slammer Sword. Now, real quick, I'm going to put on screen my god roll that I'm going for. In this run, I was actually one off from getting the god roll, which, unfortunately, the one that I'm missing is the most important perk, Eager Edge, so it is what it is. But today you can see my strategy on what I did to get through this Grandmaster. The rest of this video is just going to be me popping in here and there to explain what I'm doing or why I'm doing what I'm doing. And alright, so let's get into it. Unfortunately, I screwed up my audio settings, so their actual gameplay doesn't have any audio, but I will add some background music so you're not bored out of your mind. Alright, so first off here, we're just gunning to take out this first champion that spawns. I didn't bring any overload capabilities, so really I depended on my teammates for it. I mean, I did have a rocket, but you can't always depend on having heavy to do that, so it is what it is. The goal now is once we take out that champion, go over to the right side. This allows you to skip some champions and still get platinum. If you want to go for the medals, you can do it that way, but I like to go over here with Polaris Lance and just start plunking out the boss until he's down, and then you can just completely skip and go through. That way you don't have to take out 40 million champions. Alright, from here I'm going to speed it up until we get to the next section or encounter of this Grandmaster. Really nothing special here, just get there, and then we're going to talk about the cheese that we're going to use in just a second. Alright, now I know I said I would show off the build at the very end, but this part is important for your actual run. The main thing is going to be running Fletching Storm, I think that's the name of it, and grabbing a ball, sliding, and then using your melee. Because it doesn't have a proper melee charge, it allows you to use it over and over and over again, so you can just infinitely melee. This turns your melee basically into the effect that the ball has, and just allows you to crack all the shields. This is important for not only this elevator section, but it is important for the final boss at the end, because it's going to help you kind of get through it without having to rely on stupid blueberries. When you get to here, really all you have to deal with are two things. One, this unstoppable Ogre right here, which is an annoying thing to deal with, and then those knights that are in the back. Those are going to be the most annoying things that are going to kill you right here. I don't know how that happened. We're going to forget that that happened and forget that it happened ever in this video. Alright, so when your teammates revive you because you're trash, all you got to do is go and revive your other guy and then take out this annoying Shrieker. You could stand back pretty far and it's really not going to be able to do much to you. Like I said, I recommend Polaris Lance for this. That's just what I do. From here, you're going to go over to this ledge right over on the side over here and use your unstop. Could be any method, doesn't really matter. Take this guy out, and then you've got another one that's straight across. Once you've taken both of those unstoppable champions out, all you can do from there is you can go forward, or you could be a cheese and just grapple onto the side and completely despawn these enemies. My team didn't seem like they wanted to do that, so I just kind of went with it and let it be. Alright, so when you get to these steps, what you're going to want to do, if you're smart, is stand at the back on the stairs and the champions will not spawn. However, this isn't always guaranteed, and I guarantee you Bungie is going to do something about that in the future. So you might want to get used to trying to kill these guys. That's up to you. My teammates were a bunch of blueberries, so they just decided, hey, we're going to kill all of them anyway and just get it over with. And you know what? Respect. I can't put them down. Your goal here, if you do spawn the champions, is to take out those first, then try to kill one of the bosses. Usually I prefer killing the Taken boss because then you don't have to deal with the Shriekers at the end. But again, if you're with a bunch of blueberries and they can't really make a decision for you, just end up just going through it anyway. You're gonna have to play your angles and be careful. This part is very enemy dense, so I recommend taking your time, have some patience. It's not going to be super easy. You just have to play your angles and then back up whenever you're getting pushed. As cringe as that sounds, it's literally what you have to do until you get those champions down. Like I said, once you do, take out the boss and then you're set. Once you've killed both bosses and then killed the remaining enemies that are left in whatever room that you are in, from there you're going to have 2 more unstoppable champions. Just try your best to take those out as quickly as possible. Don't get caught in the open because those things will one-shot you. It has happened many times before, and it will continue to happen again in the future. Once you've taken out all of the annoying overload champions, then you can just go through like normal. Not everybody has to jump. If you're dumb like me and you end up hitting the thing no matter what, you just don't have to worry about it. There will be a pull zone. You can just send your most comfortable person over there and it'll pull you. Then when you get to this next section, you're gonna have a couple more overloads. You're gonna have one that's on this kind of rocky area. As you can see, it has just demolished me for some reason. And then you're gonna have one that's down below on the bottom part, and then one more at the end of the hallway. After that, you are free to go down to the boss arena. Now there are a couple of tricks here. Again, you're gonna use the Titan trick, or cheese, whatever you wanna call it, to break Sedia's shield. I think that's how you say it. To break her shield, and then you can start damaging like normal, or you can just continue and use that as your damage. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal whether you swap off or not. Alright, so at the beginning, you're going to make sure you take out all of the ads first because you don't want to have them shooting at you while you're trying to damage the boss. Don't even go for the ball until you've killed every ad. After that, you can go for it, grab it, and then start your slide and melee spam. Don't forget that you are not invincible while you're in the air. You can die. I nearly die here. But if you are running Banner of War, like in the loadout that I'm currently using, you should have enough healing to make it through. As soon as you get done with a phase, you want to go back to this backside where these rocks that are behind the actual main platform are. And then you're going to want to do exactly what you did at the very beginning. Before continuing, like grabbing the ball, you want to take out all of the ads and then move from there. After that, just rinse and repeat. Pick up the ball, Fletching Storm, and then get her to that next damage gate. After getting her to half health, about 20 bajillion different enemies are going to spawn, but usually you can just get to the portal without having to actually fight them. I believe in this case we ended up fighting most of them, and eventually we got through the portal. When you go through into the Ascendant Plane, from there you're just going to figure out how to take out that overload champion. It ended up being another issue for us because I don't think that our team really thought about focusing overloads. You don't have to be a mechanical god to do these Grandmasters, especially this one right here. You just got to bring a way to easily get overload. Typically, you just have to have one person running whatever the current season overload in the season pass is. This season, it's currently an AR. The rest of this video is going to largely remain uncut. I will speed it up at times, but the rest is just going to show us finishing off the rest of our health bar and collecting our loot.